Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast that dares to ask the question,
What in the world?
This is our midweek pod. A little something to keep you guys going for the week, you know, because we know you guys miss us and stuff.
Yep, it's natural. It happens to all the women in my life.
Yeah, so we know why you guys miss us. So we thought we'd give you a little something, you know, to keep you guys from getting lonely. We just wanted to talk about a couple things that we couldn't get to on the main pod that we just wanted to bring up from this week. So we just wanted to kind of get your opinion and, you know, if you allow us to hear ours. Shut your goddamn phone up.
Apple's listening.
Apple's always listening.
Kind of scary, huh?
Ain't it that their phone is always listening to you? Bro, just the other day, I was like looking into getting a new wristband, right?
Uh-huh.
Because, you know, I just wanted a little accessory or something. And I have this wristband that I've been wearing for a while. I don't even know the brand name, right?
Uh-huh.
I start seeing ads
Whoa.
for that specific brand of wristband that I own, and I don't even know the name of them. And I'm
That's
starting
crazy.
to see ads for them.
The first time, so I got really drunk on my birthday, and the first time, I had a friend over, right? So we threw the party, and this guy came over, one of my homies, and he brought White Claws with him.
Okay.
I'd never seen a White Claw, never heard of it.
No, last year you didn't get White Claw wasted?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't.
I got very White Claw wasted last year.
But the crazy thing was that the White Claws started popping up on my phone the day after.
Really?
So the day after my birthday, I saw the White Claws in the recycle bin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I looked on Instagram, and they were all over my fucking feed.
Ooh.
I never talked about them. I
Right.
never looked into them or anything, and it was the fucking weirdest thing.
You're just in the general vicinity.
Yeah,
of
it's
it,
very
and that was enough.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. It's really fucking scary.
That's crazy. I mean, it's so crazy how connected we are with our telephones and everything that comes along with our phones, all the
Yeah.
apps, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitters and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, which brings me to, you know, the thing that I wanted to bring up with you. I don't know if you know about the Naked Philanthropist.
Nope, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, so it's
Count
this
me in.
chick. This chick who calls herself the Naked Philanthropist. Her name is Kaylin Ward. So she got pretty famous
Uh-huh.
off of selling her naked pictures
Whoa.
on Twitter, but all the proceeds would go to the Australian Wildlife Relief, and she helped raise over $1 million doing this.
So she's like a good-hearted Kim K.
Yeah, she's like a good-hearted, kinky Kim K. You know, selling nudes, you know, and
Whoa,
stuff.
okay.
But like, yeah, you know, a lot of pictures like this and stuff. But for a good reason.
What was the reason?
For the Wildlife Foundation, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, you showed me the picture. And
You completely forgot what we were talking about. So let me bring you. This was back in January. You know, when she started doing this, she got kicked off of Twitter and stuff, and you know, people got pissed off. You know, she's doing a good thing. Let the girl be. Whatever. Time passes, and this brings us to this month. Okay, so she is back on the news because apparently she let out a tweet that kind of sounded a bit misleading, that kind of got people a bit worried. The tweet reads, and I quote, "I am looking for girls with little to no OnlyFans." For guys to people who don't know, fans only is like a type of, I guess, online website where mainly women can sell pictures of themselves or videos of themselves doing a number of things.
I did not even
mainly
know that.
sexual and stuff like that. But yeah, so she's saying, again, I repeat, I am looking for girls with little to no OnlyFans or sex work experience who are interested in getting started. You will live in a mansion with approximately 15 to 20
What?
other girls and will be trained on how to be successful on OnlyFans and social media.
So she's starting a brothel.
Hold on. We will also be filming for TV and YT, which is YouTube. The comment continues. Comment below if you want an application to be casted for LA Dream Girls. So basically,
dude, what?
So people started coming back at her, saying that this kind of sounds like pimping or sex trafficking. This truly, and honestly, I don't know the sex trafficking, but it does sound very pimp.
No, it does sound like sex trafficking because this is a worldwide thing. So she can be putting out this help wanted ad for girls all over the world.
Right.
And that leaves a lot of room for exploitation. But
True.
Also, I mean, if I was a pimp, and I saw this online and I saw that there would be a way for me to make some money,
right?
Maybe I send one of my girls there. If I was a pimp.
Right. If you were a pimp.
If I was a
Not
pimp.
that you are.
I've always wanted an excuse to say that line.
If
I
was
pimp.
pimping, if I was a PIMP. Yeah, no, honestly, this is she got some big backlash. She had to let out a statement or like a video on Twitter basically saying, she said on Twitter that she was basically starting her own business and that she didn't really know how to say it, how to let this new business stuff out, that she's not trying to traffic anybody or trying to pimp anybody. She's trying to be an entrepreneur in the sex profession, so she's, I guess, since she has experience with successful, I guess you can call it sex work. That's what she was doing, selling nudes and stuff.
But you know what's crazy though is you said she only started in January, so she really only has a month's experience, I guess.
Yeah, but in that month experience, she raised over $1 million to help the Wildlife Foundation.
Okay, but if I was an aspiring nudist,
I mean,
an aspiring, I don't even know what the word is, but would I want to take it from a girl who started a month ago, or maybe like a porn star, or would I prefer a porn star or something? I don't know.
I mean, I'd love to get your guys' opinion listening. Please let us know.
Podcast whatintheworld@gmail.com or What in the World Podcast, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, so honestly, that's the one thing I wanted to bring up to you. And if you guys have any, stories and subjects you guys would want to bring up and want us to talk about, please let us know. Just email us, Instagram and Twitter, email, whatever it is.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, if you have any pictures to sell, let us know, or give us a preview or something. Oh, I thought that's what you were going to say.
I was going to say it, but I thought it'd be rude. I have to do that on their own.
Dang, man. Did you hear about what Vans is doing, though?
Vans?
Yeah, Vans,
the shoe or skateboard company?
The skate brand.
Yeah.
So Vans opened up this shop over in LA, and they're hiring a bunch of like at-risk youth and homeless people. So they partnered up with this group, Paralysis and Goodwill Industries, and they basically set up this whole partnership where they would get, not everyone there, but a lot of the employees there were people that were either previously homeless or at risk for being homeless or other sort of, hardships.
Right.
And they came together and they're giving them jobs.
Wow.
Because they want to help the city of Los Angeles, because I don't know if people know, I'm sure you do, but the city of Los Angeles is facing a big homeless crisis right now.
Oh, yeah.
Skid Row is becoming every other, street down there. But isn't that awesome?
I think so. I mean, hopefully, hopefully this doesn't, I don't want to say, backfires, but, hopefully the people that they're hiring, are hopefully being taken care of mentally as well.
Well, I
physically and stuff, that they're able to do this. I bet it gets very difficult being out there. I mean, finding a job is step one.
Yes.
So this is a huge leap for these people.
Yes.
Honestly, it is becoming a huge problem. It's been known. I mean, it's been a joke for a long, long time how California is real good to the homeless and stuff. And
you seen that South Park episode?
South Park and stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's been a thing. You know how LA and stuff and places in California are very known for their homeless population.
Yes.
But honestly, we gotta start. And if you want this basic problem to stop, you gotta help.
Yes. Well, my thing, I mean, I don't want it to be one of those things where people are bitching because, oh, I could have had that job, but they gave it to the homeless dude, stuff like that. Because it is very hard to get a job. A part of the reason that people are homeless, I'm not saying this is the only reason, but I'm saying one of the reasons is that it does become hard to find a job, a good paying job. A lot of people that were successful before lose a lot of their lose their work and then lose a lot of their properties and everything else and end up being homeless.
Yeah. But then also, I would say, these jobs, from what you're saying, it doesn't sound like these are the ones that, nobody
Yeah.
in the world complains about lack of gendered jobs.
Yes.
Lack of housekeeping jobs.
Yes.
Because the people who want those jobs, who want to work, are gonna go and find them, and they're gonna work those shit hours, those shit jobs.
Yes. Especially when you're down in the dumps, you will take anything.
Yes,
and that's yeah.
Well, let me say that's kind of what this is. I would say is nobody's thriving to work.
Yes.
At Goodwill, nobody wants that to be their career forever. At least I don't think. And if you're doing it, shout out to you. No harm or foul coming from us. Honestly, it's hustle your way. But honestly, it's like it's like if you say somebody works at McDonald's, nobody looks at that with pride. But a job is a job, and a job gets bread on the table.
Yeah. Well, my thing with that though is the people working these jobs, because I work a job that would be considered an entry-level job.
Yeah.
And the people working these jobs go in there, and I would disagree with you because I feel like they do go in there with some sort of pride, right? They try their best. They do their best at whatever it is that they're doing.
Well, I would say most. I would say if, the guy who's probably ordering from you, if you work at McDonald's, he probably looks down on you most of the time.
But I'm not even talking about it from their perspective. I'm talking about it from the perspective of someone that's actually working. I personally believe that people do have the best intentions when they go into work, or else they wouldn't be going to work.
I guess it depends on the job, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying like they're looking at minimum wage jobs and thinking this is going to be it. A lot of people just think, okay, this is going to be where I start and I can work my way up, which is what I think that the mentality behind something like this Vance job would be. Like, hey, this is where I begin. This isn't going to be where I'm going to stay forever, but at least this is something for me to get my foot in the door and be able to work my way up.
Well, I'd hope it's like that for them, because honestly, it's a big problem. And if it's only like one van store that's offering jobs, I hope it's so these people can get off the ground and then give the opportunity to somebody else. Kind of, let's call it seasonal, which it might be bad. These people might want the job and might keep it, but I think let's focus on big numbers. Let's focus on more people getting these jobs, getting your foot in the ground. That's what I think. I think the seeing it how it works out is seeing how long this actually lasts.
Well, my thing is just they're not getting corporate jobs. Obviously, they're not working in the corporate offices. They're literally doing the grunt work, right? They're stocking the shoes, they're scanning the shoes, they're doing the inventory, they're doing all that stuff. But I kind of get angry with this because I know of people and I've seen people online talk about how these jobs shouldn't be $15 an hour. Blah, blah, blah. These are supposed to be entry-level jobs, so they shouldn't be demanding, anything more than $10 or $12.
Inflation.
That's what they say, right? Like if you raise it, there's gonna be a lot of inflation.
No, inflation's already happened.
Yeah, but hold on. This is what I would say, right? Is $15 isn't a lot.
That should be minimum wage.
Yes. I'm not saying give them 20, 25. I'm saying $15 isn't a lot. $15 won't cause that big of a discrepancy, in my opinion.
Well, especially here where you live in California.
Yeah, $15 is
it's
nothing.
It's nothing in California. Literally, maybe a combo at McDonald's. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get a combo.
Yeah. But my thing is also, though, like, Wacko, like, my question is, why do people fight so hard for companies to keep all these profits? Like, people will say, oh, well, companies should be able to keep these profits because if they didn't, they wouldn't be able to provide these kinds of services. They wouldn't be able to do this, which I would say, what are you talking about? Yes, they would. They would be able to do this. They would pay the same rate to the homeless guy as they would to any other guy. They can afford it, right?
Worker's a worker.
Exactly. And I don't know. I feel like people fight so hard for corporations sometimes, and I'm like, you understand that these corporations get rich because of people, right? Apple only gets rich because people work for Apple and people buy Apple products. It makes no sense for me to say, oh, well, now Tim Cook should be able to keep all those fucking millions because he works hard. Like, no, doesn't work hard. Do you think Tim Cook sweats?
Sweats?
Yes. Do you think Tim Cook sweats?
Probably when he hits his personal sauna.
Yeah.
Before his shower in his $15 million home.
Exactly.
I think he sweats maybe.
Do you think Jeff
twice.
Bezos fucking sweats?
Yes, I believe he was. I saw him sweating during his divorce. Ha! Just kidding. No,
but you saw that. Remember, I sent you a video earlier of this guy. He was comparing Jeff Bezos' salary in the form of rice. Like, these guys don't fucking work as hard as people think that they work. Maybe they did before.
Yes,
right.
At one point, but once the machine gets rolling, once the ball gets going, honestly, you're just crushing things along the way.
Yeah, and my final thought on this would be, I don't understand why people will give them so much tax breaks, because for me, the most patriotic thing you can do as a corporation, even as a citizen, right, would be to pay your taxes, right? If you love the country that you live in, paying your taxes is the most patriotic thing you can do. And a lot of these a lot of these corporations say we're pro-American, pro that. Well, how can you be so pro-American if you don't even want to give America money?
Yeah.
If you're hiding all your money in offshore accounts and doing all this other BS, how can you come back and say you're pro-American if you don't want to pay the American worker a living wage? It makes no sense to me.
Yes. Tell them, man. How you gonna be American if you're over here taking our jobs?
Exactly.
They took my job. Little South Park shout out. We watch South Park here at What in the World. Yeah. So I think you have one more story for us, don't you, Leon?
Yes. I just want to get your opinion on something.
Okay. Okay. So this is an opinionated story, y'all. Y'all gonna hear the truth now from Wacko Desperado.
All right, Wacko.
Penis.
All right, Wacko.
Penis.
Shut the fuck up. How scared are you of this coronavirus?
I fear no beer. Okay, honestly, I am a little freaked out just because of how fast it's spreading.
Okay.
I think it's spreading fairly quickly to several countries that I'm surprised maybe places haven't locked off, haven't placed travel restrictions on, things aren't really being set, people ain't washing their hands.
Yeah.
It's a bit messy overall. But honestly, I think the fear of the coronavirus is worse than the actual situation.
Yeah, well, I read the statistic that the WHO predicts about 40 to 70% of people contracting the virus, right? And about 2% of those people are supposed to die.
Yeah, 2% of the people who get the coronavirus are supposed to die.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot.
Yeah,
it still is a
like,
lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine if 2% of the people on the world just died.
Yeah.
That would be shocking.
Exactly. So that scares me. And my thing was, I've been sick the last, I don't know. Well, I was sick last week. Not sick now, but.
Yeah.
And.
You thought you had corona.
Well, even if I did, I wouldn't know.
Because you never went to the doctor.
Because I never went to the doctor. And the reason I don't go to the doctor is because I just got health care maybe like a month ago. But I have been living without health care for maybe 2 years.
So now's the time to get coronavirus.
Yeah. Exactly.
You
Now I
got
can afford
lucky.
it. But I could never afford it for 2 years. It was just so fucking expensive. But I've got, like, my brain is just programmed to just believe I can't even go to the doctor, because the last time I went to the doctor, I was in an accident, right? And I got hit with a $4,000 bill. No, it was a $6,000 bill.
God.
Yeah. So I don't want to pay that shit.
And that's when you're all like, my name is Roger Smith, and I live at 555 Smith Street.
Bill me there.
Bill me. And then they're like, all right, gotcha.
No, but my thing, like, it's just a scary thing, man. And I don't know. Do you think that we should be terrified?
Okay. Here's my message to our listeners and to the people of the world. Epidemics have hit the world before.
Yeah.
All right? Worse things have happened to mankind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's scary. You know, it's a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
New things are always frightening.
Uh-huh.
But as long as you stay safe and you keep aware, wash your hands. Don't fucking shove your face in somebody who's coughing their lungs out, all right? You know, just be cool. You know, don't worry. Stay healthy. Exercise. You know, do what, you know, don't be afraid. Don't change your routines or anything, honestly. Just be aware, you know, keep your ear to the wind, and you'll be fine. Honestly, a vaccine will come in time. Yes, more people are going to get sick from it. You're going to hear about the numbers rising and stuff. People are going to die and stuff. I'm sorry to tell you this. People die every day of many, many different things. This is honestly going to pass just like everything else did. Remember when everybody was afraid of the swine flu? You ain't anymore, are you? So, yeah, that's my message.
What in the world would like to remind everyone that we are not doctors?
Yeah. Honestly. That's just my message, because from what I'm hearing and stuff, you know, until you hear, you know, stay inside, don't go out, you know, wear a mask at all times, you know, unless people are literally dropping dead from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 2%, yeah, it's big. You know, but how many people are actually going to get it? I don't know. We'll see.
I guess we're overpopulating anyway, right? So.
Yeah, we got to shrink down that number. So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a, you know, a badge or something. I survived the coronavirus.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Podcast whatintheworld@gmail.com or What in the World Podcast. Thank you for joining us. This is Leon B.
Yes, and this is Back on Desperado.
Follow us on Podcast What in the World on Instagram, and Who is Leon B on Instagram and Twitter.
And the Whack Box on Instagram and Twitter to follow me. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you'll join us again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.